Welcome to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Let's Talk Cars Radio is sponsored in part by Napa Car Care Centers, BDG Auto Group, by Bob and Cindy Scottman Transmissions, and Advanced Technology Institute. Be a part of the program today by calling 757-222-3705. That's 757-222-3705. You may text your comments and questions during the show to 757-866-2192. Email your questions and comments to Dave at letstalkcarsradio.com. Now, here is the host of Let's Talk Cars Radio, Dave Palach.
Happy Saturday, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Pilach. I'm hanging out with Rockin' Larry Cobb. Of course, Cameron's doing all of our technical work, and I do have a special guest for you, but I'm not going to get to that right second because I actually have some awesome news for you guys that I am excited. So you guys know that I've been kind of prowling around and I've been kind of coy. I told you I had some things in the work and some things were coming up, and I didn't really want to talk about it. Remember, I've been telling you guys.
We knew you were a prowler.
I've been prowling around. So I have been kind of just prowling around does sound bad, doesn't it? I've been creeping around your windows. No.
In this day and time.
Yeah, right. I've been kind of just poking around. So I ended up a couple months ago it's been a little longer than a couple months ago, over at ATI, Advanced Technology Institutes. And I got to talking with those guys and started walking around their campus and started walking around inside the automotive section and their HVAC system section and stuff, and just kind of poked my head around and got to know some people over there. And I was just really curious. See, here's the thing. If you guys don't know, and most of you guys do, if you're in the business and you guys are listening, because a lot of the technicians and stuff that are out there listen to the show, and then there's people who are just car people listen to the show, and then we have people that don't know much about cars that listen to the show and want to know more about cars. So we're at a decline right this second in auto technicians, probably within about the next 10 to 15 years. They say that we'll probably lose about 55% of our auto technicians, which is a huge number. It really is. And the biggest reason why is because people just aren't being trained anymore. They're not getting into it, and they're not coming back around. So that was concerning to me. So I started kind of poking my nose around and started to talk to people about where we were going and what they saw in the future. So that led me down the course to start talking with ATI and what that they had planned and where they saw themselves going as far as trying to combat this. Napa was combating it as well. So Napa had a program that they had put together that where they were trying to already start to combat it and start to talk about, what they wanted to do as far as making sure they could secure techs for the future to have people in place, because cars are changing, times are changing, and the generations are changing. So with the generations changing, and we've talked about it just with cars themselves, how the generations behind us just aren't interested in even driving anymore. As long as it just takes them where they want to go, and if they could touch a button, the car drives itself. We talked about that. They're more interested in that than anything else. Well, someone's going to have to fix those cars. They're just going to have to. So how does that all come together? Well, ATI has a program for that. So we have decided to partner up with ATI. So they are now one of our new sponsors. And I am ecstatic about it because we're going to be heavily involved with them with a lot of different things. So yeah, absolutely. So expect to be involved and see a lot of different things on the show that are going to go along with that program. And if you can't tell, I'm very excited. Like I said, I spent a lot of time over there walking around, talking to a lot of people. I'll be doing some speaking over there, different engagements and stuff throughout the year, talking with students and stuff, and just kind of really trying to ramp up that program. So
makes me wish I was younger.
Yeah, it is definitely a cool thing. So expect some exciting things out of them. I'm expecting some exciting things for them, and I really think this is going to be a really cool thing. So I am very, very happy. So got that out of the way. The next cool thing is I do have a guest with me. So I have told you guys in the past, you can either talk about it or you can be about it, right? You've heard me say that a bunch of different times.
Indeed.
When we talk about that, we've talked about the fact that getting involved with garages. So you've heard me talk about get involved with garage, be involved with your garage, talk to people, get to know the garage that you're doing business with. Well, the only way that you can do that is to go into the garage and meet people. Well, people seem to be hesitant with that. So Since you're hesitant to go meet people, another way for me to do it is to bring people in for you to meet. Well, you know that we're partnered up with Napa, and we love our Napa sponsor. Well, I reached out and went and found one of our Napa garages to come in and talk with us. So I'm going to kind of give you guys a little intro because I kind of like it. I think it's kind of cool. So with no further ado, I'd like to introduce you to the man of the hour, the man with the master plan. He is actually working for Speedy Auto Service. He is the manager over there. 7 years experience. They are a family-owned business. They are doing things the right way. They have a program over there that is like nothing else, and they're going to tell you guys about it. And I'm telling you, you guys got to pay attention because this is 100% just one of the coolest things that they got going on over there. I love the fact that they're family-owned. I love the fact that they are 100% involved in our community. So I'm going to put it out there. Cameron Dortch is our guest. Welcome upon the show, my friend.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's just one of those cool things. I said I'm really excited about having it all. So tell us about it. How did you guys get involved? I mean, how did you end up there? I mean, you're with Wayne, and I mean, it's just one of those kind of cool things. I was really surprised. So when I first walked in and I talked with Cameron, your presence is very, very overwhelming. When you first walk in, you have that presence of very friendly. You approach. And I like that's what the first thing that set me off when I walked in and talked to you, especially when we partnered up with Napa. I thought it was a really cool thing.
Yeah, I try to have a good attitude when people come in, but I'm sorry, I know you had a question. My shop's laughing at me right now.
No, it's all right. Cameron and I, so we talked about him coming on the show, and he's like, Mike's in front of my face, cameras in front of my face. I don't know, we're going to see how this is going to go. It's just the whole setup. So you ended up with Wayne, and you ended up over at Speedy. And how did the marriage? How did that come about?
So I was working in auto parts.
Okay.
And I was friends with somebody named Josh Berg.
Okay.
And he's one of the technicians at Speedy Auto Service. A phenomenal technician. Anytime I ever needed help on a car, it's the guy to go to. I knew when he told me something needed to be fixed, it was what needed to be fixed, and he never lied to me about anything. So I took my cars there, usually for inspection. So I was that kind of friend. I showed up once a year.
the once a year friend.
Yeah. But he ended up getting me a job there. He talked to the owner, and things went well. I started out as an assistant manager, and I got to experience what the shop was actually like and the things that Josh embodied. Wayne does too. So they care about customers. They care about being honest, and it was just the feeling I got when I went in there, and I wasn't even a customer, going to take my car to get repaired at that point. How can I walk away from an opportunity to work somewhere that I know is going to treat people like that?
So you started off as the dreaded one and done customer.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Now everybody knows what that is. We talk about it on the show all the time. The one and done customer, the customer that shows up the one time, gets his car worked on, and you don't ever see him again. If you do, it's maybe a year from now. And like I said, there's a lot of we've talked about. There's a lot of you guys that are out there that do that, and I've tried to break that habit for you guys and told you, go meet an auto garage, meet the people that are behind the counter, strike up a friendship. Why? Friendship turns into something more. If you meet somebody that you like and you like what they do for you, then that should be your auto garage that you go to all the time. Just don't keep on jumping around from auto garage to auto garage. One of the biggest things that I promote that I love family-owned garages. I just love it because of the fact that you get to know people and you feel like your family. If you do business with somebody long enough, when you walk in the door and they know who you are and they know about your car and they have all that, that's the institution that you're looking for in a lot of different setups. It's a huge thing. And I think that's something that you guys have going for you. You just have that presence. Just sitting around your guys' lobby and talking with you guys and the way that you guys talk to people on the phone. I've listened, the way you handle with people at the counter and stuff. You get that presence there. And that's what we've been promoting on this show since we've had this show. You need to have that relationship. You and I talked off air before we got on, and we talked about the fact that when you go to a doctor, you wouldn't go get surgery with one doctor and then go get your follow-up with a different doctor. You just wouldn't do that. I mean, but people do that with their car. They go have an alternator put on their car at one place and then go, I think I'm having problems with my alternator at the next place they go with. I just never understood that concept ever.
No. I think it's best to stay with one shop. Once you find a shop that you're comfortable with and they take care of your car, and just from on my side of the counter, I have a car come in, my technicians know the vehicle.
Right.
So it comes in and they go, you know what, I bet you it's back for this because we recommended it last time, and usually they're right. So having that knowledge where we've seen the car, we've seen it many times, so we know what you're looking for, we can help you out. And yeah, I think that consistency is very important.
One of the cool things that you showed me that I thought was really interesting that I really, really liked was when you were showing me, when you guys send people off stuff and you had like the email and you could show it on your phone and stuff like that, and it was listed in priority. So you guys kind of have it labeled out in color and the priority of things. So not only are they hearing it from you on the phone as you go over it with them, but they actually have something. They don't have to be sitting in front of you. They can actually take a look at it. They can go over it and see everything and know what's going on, and you can break it down for them. And I thought that was something that's cutting edge as far as what a lot of other garages are doing. Explain that a little bit for them if you could.
So when your vehicle comes in, when we start our process of looking it over, whether we're doing work or we're diagnosing something, just looking at something for you, everything gets entered into a tablet. And as we enter it in, we take photos of what we find, whether it's good or bad, things that need to be repaired or things that look fantastic. We just want you to know what condition your vehicle's in. So it's not a pressure to do anything with your vehicle. It's education, so that way you have something in your pocket so you know. We take pictures of the repairs before we do it. There's times where we'll take it afterwards, so that way you have a nice something that you can't see, you can't verify. But it's able to be sent by text, by email. Goes directly to your phone. You can pull it up, and you can actually select which ones are most important. So you can uncheck green for good stuff, and it'll just show you the things that you need to repair. But so far, I mean, I've gotten excellent feedback from that system. I absolutely love it.
So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, and if you're not following along what Cameron's talking about, because this is kind of new. I mean, a lot of people aren't doing this. So they have this system, and it's really neat. It's actually a really cool system. They have this system where they actually take a picture of the repair. Let's just say, how many times, and a lot of people from ran into this, you need a CV axle. Well, okay. Well, don't know what that is, but okay. Or people don't know the function, or they don't know how bad it is. They can actually take a picture of the part that they're telling you about that needs to be repaired. They can send it to you while you're still in the office. You can physically see while you're sitting in the office at your desk still doing your job. No reason to have to run down and take a look at the car. Like that happens to people all the time. And it's hard to get away from your desk to go take a look, see what it's talking about. You can see the repair that needs to be done while you're talking to them on the phone. So you actually have a visual aid. You have a printed aid that they provided with you, going down all the different things you suggest. And then you having the phone conversation at the same time, so you can follow along in 3 different avenues, which is huge. I mean, that's technology at its best as far as I'm concerned. And I was really impressed because I've been in a lot of different places and I haven't seen anybody doing this. So I just thought it was kind of cool. I was just like, okay, this is new. And we talk about technology on the show so many times in different aspects, and the way it's going is crazy. And I think I blow Larry's mind all the time every time I show him the new technology. In fact, we got some in the news this week, some new things that are coming out, and it's amazing, the technology.
I'm getting less and less amazed because there's so much.
I actually got something I think may amaze you this week.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I mean, technology is just so huge that this was one of those ones I was like, okay, so if I was not a car guy and I was just your average guy, and you were like, okay, I'm going to send you pictures of what I find broken. I'm going to go ahead and send you a report that's printed out for you so you can see the severity to the least important thing. And then I'm going to follow it up with a conversation with you on the phone so you can follow along. It's almost like connect the dots. I mean, really, it's that simple. And then we can decide what's going to be the best avenue for your car, what direction we're going to go. Let's go ahead and make a plan. And then you have a preventative maintenance plan. I mean, there's everything. You have the importance, the preventative, and the long-term goal is what I used to always call it. And you can work from there. I just think that's huge. Like I said, as far as in the car business, there's not a lot of people that's doing that, but this is the next way to go. I really think that's important. And everybody has their system. Trust me. I'm not saying that everything's always the end all to be all. It isn't. But for something like this it's incredible. It really is cool. That's the biggest reason why I was excited about having them on the show. I'm just like, okay, this is really, really cool. And it's funny because when I talk with Wayne, and every time we get to talk about it, he gets this big smile on his face every time he talks about it, because you can tell he's proud of it. You know what I mean, when he talks about it, which is when you have an owner that's that involved. And when he's talking about his business and he gets giddy about it, and he gets a smile on his face, and you can tell he's genuinely impressed and proud of what he's putting out. And that's huge, guys. You guys have heard me talk about this. When an owner's that involved and they're that impressed with what they're doing and they're that happy about what they're doing and they want to share it with you and they want to talk to you about it, that's where you need to be doing business at. And on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA. Are you ready for a change? Is this the year you go from just a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand fields with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC, commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial driving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available. Job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more, or call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI. Not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by SCHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia.
There's something special about Napa Auto Care Centers. They're backed by the national strength of Napa. Nationwide warranties honored by thousands of locations. You know that's Napa know-how. But more importantly, your Napa Auto Care Center is independently owned and operated by neighborhood professionals who operate by a written code of ethics. Put your vehicle in the hands of ASE certified technicians who will greet you with a smile you can trust. Visit us today.
You heard me say it, and now here's your chance. Now's the time to go find your auto garage. Don't wait until it's too late. Go to NapaBDGHRVA.com and find your all-star car care center today. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, Dave Pillotch from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You have heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow & Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949, residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow & Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated. Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Pillotch.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars on WKQA Freedom 1110. I am your host, Dave Pillotch. What are you doing over there, buddy? I see Larry darting around.
I'm getting ready to get up.
I see Larry darting around. I see him going all around. So he's telling you to turn on the air. You always... If you guys get to see what happens behind the scenes here sometimes, it's actually pretty interesting. It's funny, too.
He's not too good with hand signals.
No, the hand signal you're making made no sense. It looks like something totally, completely different.
I'm looking at all my plugs. I'm like, what's missing?
All right, so we are moving on. So we were talking... You guys, it's off. We're only in the 15-minute segment. You guys already got it off the rail. Oh, so back to camera. So you guys have been around. You guys are doing your 30th anniversary is coming up.
30th, yes, sir.
Go
ahead.
ahead.
30 years. I think we opened the Virginia Beach store about 30 years ago. A little bit after that, the downtown Norfolk store here.
Okay. You guys got something big planned?
We're working on it.
Working on it?
Yeah, we're going to make announcements on our Facebook page
Okay,
once we have a tentative date. It's going to be fun, though, I'm sure.
We'll do something. Just make sure I get an invite, whatever it is that you do.
Oh, absolutely.
So I can come out and harass people. I like harassing people. Hey, I want to give a big shout out to your guys' technicians. You have Josh, Tim, Corey, Ed, Ivan, and Alex. So are they all working today?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
They're probably listening to the show and not working right this second. Just pull the trigger on the air tool once or twice. Pretend like you're doing something. I know how that works.
I should have an effect of an air wrench, huh?
I had a guy that worked for me. This was years ago, and we were using. You ever used a needle gun?
I don't even know what that is.
You use it for taking off coating off of the bottom of cars and stuff like that. You used to be able to use it. So up north, they put the heavy coating on for the salt and stuff on the bottom of cars. Where you could take it off with a needle gun, put a needle gun underneath there, and you hit it, and it's almost like using like a mini jackhammer if you've never seen one. It has a bunch of little needles, and it goes against the body and blasts against the body and will pull the coating off the cars. So you can put new coating on if it's starting to go bad.
Okay.
Well, it takes a lot of work. So he would go underneath the car and wrap a rubber band around the handle. So the needle gun would just be underneath there going off. So it's not like he was underneath there working. He'd take it out.
Oh, man. Is that like a pneumatic tool?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. It was a clever idea.
Yeah.
He put his ear protection on and.
Yeah, but the work didn't get done.
No, but I mean, you're mad, but then at the same point in time, you go home for the day and you're like, man, can I fault him? Like, I mean, that was pretty clever. Like, the cleverness outweighs the madness
You're mad because you paid somebody to do something that they didn't do.
right. But then at the same point, you're like,
Clever.
Which one outweighs the other?
If it's clever in the shop's favor, it's okay.
No, it was clever. I could tell you some clever. I've had some clever employees over the years. I could tell you some clever stories. I could. So, anyway, moving on. Cameron's got one. I could see he's over there glistening with. I got something to say.
I wonder if Joshua was using a rubber band since he just said he's watching the show not working.
We could check some cameras.
He's like, we can check some cameras.
Now Cameron's going to take notes.
All right. So tell me about this. So you were telling me. So your guys' Norfolk location now has the comp alignment machine.
Yeah. So the roll-on comp alignment machine allows us to do lowered vehicles. That's we can service more vehicles with this specific rack. And the great thing too is that it takes about half the time to do an alignment with this rack opposed to like the typical style racks that we would use. We just got that installed I think about a little over a month ago. It's fantastic.
All right, my tuner fans, listen up, tuner fans. If you guys are paying attention, if you got a lowered car and it's got a stag and it's got all the stuff done to it it's not supposed to, it can get on his alignment rack and he can make it right. So the state trooper doesn't get you like, well, somebody I know over here, I won't point fingers.
That face says it all.
Yeah, the face said everything.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Stance will get you every time. That perfect look, yeah, sometimes it's not perfect just to you, not to everybody else, including the highway trooper driving behind you. Just remember that. I'm just saying.
I'll remember.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Hey, so one other thing I want to key on is, so you guys, we were talking about it off the air. Your guys' warranty is actually really, really cool. I like the warranties. You guys have a 24-month, 24,000-mile warranty, and if they finance it with their Napa credit card, they get 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty.
Absolutely.
That's pretty strong.
That is impressive.
That's
I've never heard of such a warranty in automotive work.
Well, look, family owned, 30 years. Have you been paying attention?
Yeah.
They're standing behind what they're doing.
Yeah. Obviously, I've never heard of a warranty like that.
I'm telling you. Look, so here's the reason, and we talk about this. So when we've had the show for a while now, and a lot of the letters, and you'll agree with me, that we get that come in are people looking for auto garages that will stand behind what they do. Mom and pop auto garages, what a lot of people are looking for. Somebody they can befriend. The biggest thing that they worry about is warranty. They're like, well, I go with the larger company because they think that it comes with the best warranty. That's not always the case. I'm not saying it isn't, but it is not always the case, though. So when you have the 3 elements they're looking for, and then you can throw in the last element of I can cover you with a good warranty, then you have all the different elements. That's huge. And as I always say, and then you have that big, huge Napa billboard out front standing behind you as well. I mean, you just have everything that you guys need. I mean, it's funny because when I go down Indian River Road, Sweet D. See, you thought I'd forget, didn't you? If you guys don't ever talk, they're in Sweet D. Is where they're at, and they're right there off Indian River Road. So when you go down, you can't miss the Napa sign. It just stands out, and it pulls your eye over, and then I see your guys' sign right there. It just pulls my eye right to it. And to have all those different things, I mean, I believe in the Napa program. I do. We wouldn't have them as a sponsor do it. One of the biggest things about this show is a lot of people that we pair up with are things I believe in. You can pair up with a lot of different people if you wanted to, but I just don't believe in doing that. And Larry and I have had this conversation many times.
Over and over.
I just like pairing up with people that I believe in the product. It's just, radio works funny, but not for me. It doesn't. It has to be something that I truly think that I am pairing up with the right people at the right time. That's how it works for me, because then it's not genuine. You know what I mean? If it's not genuine, then you're just somebody hawking information over the airwaves. That's what it comes down to. So, awesome. I got some news. You want to share some news with people?
Sure.
I got some funny things. So, we're going to do a little flashback.
I just had a snoot full of that before the show started. A little flashback.
Flashback. So,
Turn you up.
That's not what Larry calls it anymore.
flashback. So, do you remember when we were having a conversation? This is even this is a short flashback. And I got the letter from one of our listeners was telling me that my calling out of self-driving cars is just not going to be coming. And remember the lady who's the activist who even wrote the letter into all the different papers and stuff talking about that self-driving cars they're just not coming. And she's always on one side of it, I'm always on the other, and we had that whole conversation.
I remember that.
Okay. Well, I have to say she's wrong again. So once again, FCA and Waymo have teamed up and they're pushing. So 62,000 self-driving cars we produce they're trying to do by next year and start selling into the retail market.
That's a big number.
That's huge.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah. I know you may not know what I'm talking about. So I have this ongoing fight going on with listeners and then the crazy activists who tell me that self-driving cars just are never coming. That I'm crazy. I guess is the best way to put it. That I'm crazy and I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, now you know what kind of people believe the Earth was flat.
Right. And so it has been an ongoing joke here for a while because I'm good at pushing buttons. I just like to push the buttons and I like to stir the pot because I enjoy it. So every time I get one of the letters that come to me and somebody tells me I'm crazy, I'm crazy. But I've been right. So far, we had a pretty good track record of me being right. And they just keep on telling me that they're not coming. These self-driving cars aren't coming, that I'm way off base. They're so far out that we're not going to see them for a long time. It's just not going to happen. And I keep on telling them they're insane. They are coming, and I don't care what they keep on. So every time
you can see that in the advertising. I picked up on that last night. It's called driver assisted.
Right. They're going to keep on playing with the name until people accept it. And once it becomes an accepted reality, then we're just going to go ahead and call it what it is. And it's going to be you sit your butt down and the car does the driving. That's what it's going to be called at some point. You sit, we drive.
Relax and drive.
Well, and then I joke about, we're going to have driving living rooms because that was actually a real idea at one point in time. They want to do docking living rooms. You just sit in your living room and your living room will drive you to where you want to go.
Pretty cool.
You just open your front door, you get out, and there's the grocery store. And then they said, well, maybe that'd be too complicated. So then they came up with the idea of the grocery store drives itself to you. So mini grocery stores that just drive around your neighborhood. You sum them on your cell phone, you push a button, and then the grocery store drives up to your front door and stops. You walk in, you do your little shopping like the size of a mini 7-Eleven. You get what you need, you go back in your house, and it drives on until somebody else summons it. It's crazy, but these are the real things that we're dealing with day to day. All the different, if you ever saw all the media stuff that gets sent to me and the ideas that are coming out, it's crazy. It's mind boggling. It really is. Yes, Cameron.
Can you imagine sitting on your couch mowing your grass?
Well, that's already done. So
It is?
yeah, it is. That already exists. You should pay big money for it, but somebody's already invented that. Oh, see, you gave me a segue.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago when I first heard of that.
Well, now it's improved. Within about the last 3 years, it's really improved.
I wanted one, but they're rather pricey.
one.
Yeah.
Hold on. So I got one for you to think about, and I'll get into it because we got to take a commercial break. We got to. Luggage. I'm going to leave it at that. And we'll talk about it when we come back from a commercial break. We'll talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA.
Hey guys, Dave Palach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778. Are you ready for a change? Is this the year that you go from a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand field with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial diving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available, job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more. Or you can call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI, not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by Chev, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia.
Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow and Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow and Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949, residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow and Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow and Sons Incorporated.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Well, here's a pound of prevention from your Napa Auto Care Center. We'll customize a preventive maintenance package for your vehicle that will save you time, money, and hassles now and down the road. We'll ask, do you drive mainly in the city or on the highway? Plan to keep your vehicle? How long? And more. Preventive maintenance is a good thing that prevents bad things. Build yours at your Napa Auto Care Center today.
Hey guys, Dave Palach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Do you currently have a repair shop you trust? Haven't found the time to go to a garage for all your automotive needs? Check out the all-star team at Napa BDGHRVA.com. That's Napa BDGHRVA.com. Let them show you what it's like to work with the professionals and make a friend along the way. Talk to you soon.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Palach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Palach, hanging out with the group. We got Cameron as our guest today. I think we're wearing him out a little bit. You all right?
Yeah, I'm a good time.
So, before we went to commercial break, I was telling you about luggage. That was so. Remember how I was telling you? So we started this off 2 years ago about the pizza delivery robot.
Remember that well.
It would roll down it's a box. It's just a big heavy box that rolls down the sidewalk and brings you pizza. You hit an app on your phone, they put the pizza in at the store. So that was the first thing. And then they decided, okay, we got a better idea. Now they have the rolling pizza store. So that's what they're working on right this second. It's just a store that rolls around, makes pizza, and as you summon the app, the store actually pulls in front of your house and they step off of the store and just bring you a fresh pizza right out of the oven, out of the store. So that, yeah, I told you, technology's changing. So and these are real people. These are real things that are actually being built, tried, and tested right now as we speak. So it's crazy. So in that conversation of the little pizza box that rolled around bringing you, I said, next thing you know, it'll be luggage. You remember that conversation?
I do.
Okay, here we are. We're about 2 years later.
It's obviously luggage.
It's luggage. So they now have luggage that you pack your luggage. And my understanding is the way this is going to work is it either tags your phone or it'll tag a bracelet. They have two different concepts I've seen. And the suitcase just follows you through the airport. You just set it down out of your car, you hit a button, it connects to you through Bluetooth, and it just starts following you. You don't have to carry it.
Well, that'd be wonderful. It'd be quite wonderful.
As much traveling as I've done, yes. Well, here's the thing. So my kids, and when we travel, we have like 11 suitcases. Would that be like a train following me?
Yeah.
Do I have to have leashes connect to each one like a train, or can they independently just? Do you know how crazy I'm going to look as I walk and 11 suitcases follow me?
It's your paparazzi.
You've seen the semis do it. Why can't the suitcases?
Look, platooning is something completely different. I mean, when I said the word platooning to you looked at me like I had lost my mind.
I know what platooning.
You did, yeah, but when I said platooning, you're like, platooning?
Well, it took a minute to register.
Is that suitcase platooning? Is that what that's going to be? I'm going to look like a nut going through the airport with 11 suitcases chasing me.
You'll have a little sign that says luggage in tow.
I'm going to have to come up with something clever. Yeah. It's going to have to be something clever and funny, like having to put on because right now I have tags that say "Don't touch." This belongs to me, like little personal rubber tags and stuff. So
then there'll be bumper bullies for the luggage.
Yeah, I haven't done bumper bullies in a while. We need to get back to doing. I have some stacked up. I just haven't processed.
I bet you do.
Well, the problem with bumper bullies, and everybody knows it. If you ever listen to one of our bumper bullies, people send me in bumper stickers, and then I collect them, and when I get enough of them, we read them. The problem with it is
can't read half of them
half
because
of
of the language.
Yeah, the language. Half the ones people send me, I can't read them. So I just save them, I stack them up, and then we read them. Right. Anyway,
sometimes he improvises.
I try to, but it doesn't work that way. So I want to know what's going on with Uber. Here's something interesting with Uber. All right. Why does Uber have to have a panic button? Have you heard about this? So
I heard about it, but I don't know what it is.
They're installing a panic button on Uber now. I mean, what in the world is going on in an Uber car that you have to have a panic button? I guess it's for safety now. It automatically dials 911 and positions your location. And
is this for the drivers?
For the passengers, and they're going to implicate it for or install it, or whatever you want to call it, for the drivers too. But
what does it do?
It summons the police.
Wow. A rough day with the driver, I guess.
I mean, I know there's been some. Well, I guess, I don't know. I guess maybe is that going to be for like later on when the car drives itself? Maybe I don't know.
I would think it would be for while it had a driver because I'm thinking of some kind of assault, and that's why there's a panic button. Has somebody been assaulted in an Uber?
Well, I don't know. Last thing we heard, they were worried about prostitution in Ubers. So that was like the big thing. That was the big story. Like when these things start driving themselves. Then they just turn into like rolling hotels, basically. So you can't make this up. I mean, this is like one of the last stories we covered on them. It was great here, but like I said, Uber and all them, they're looking to the skies now. They're done looking at the roads. Their new thing is they're looking to the sky. They're going to fly you. They don't want to drive you anymore. They want to fly you with drones.
That'd be a little uncomfortable, I think.
No, it's going to be a really big thing. They are buying up rooftop space now so they have a place to park all these things.
That's pretty cool.
So, I did some more
It's
research.
It's crazy.
I did some more research on the panic button in Uber. The reason why they are putting a panic button on Ubers is because in India, there was a driver that did a shooting spree with passengers in the back seat.
Well, I guess you need a panic button for that, huh?
Oh, wow. Oh yeah.
I'd be clicking the panic button a bunch.
I don't think that button's going to help.
Yeah.
Classified as a deadly rampage.
Open door, tuck and roll.
Yeah.
Tuck and roll.
You laugh. That is like my line in my car, like because I'm constantly like picking. With kids, you're picking them up, dropping them off. So I get so irritated at the end of the day of having to pick people up and drop them off. I slow down to the location. I'm like, all right, now's your time to tuck and roll.
I used to get that from my parents when I was a kid.
They just look at me. I'm like, no, seriously.
You got your gear and you're playing football. Roll.
Don't want to mess up this name, but CODIS.
All right,
I believe he's talking about the luggage. He said, "Why not drones going straight to plane?"
Ooh,
That's a heck of an idea.
drone luggage.
Drone luggage.
Drone luggage. Where your luggage just flies
cool
itself
idea.
directly over to the plane.
We give the airline something else to charge you extra for.
Yeah, there you go.
A money maker.
Hey, while I'm thinking about it, I don't forget. So, I bounce back and forth. So, Speedy's Auto Service actually has 2 locations, guys. They have one in Virginia Beach and one in Norfolk. So, 2 locations. And Reggie is the manager over at your guys' other location, correct?
Yes.
All right. So, and he's at 111 West 21st Street in Norfolk, correct?
That's it.
So, if you have no reason not to go. If you're in Virginia Beach, you go to one in Virginia Beach. If there's one in Norfolk, you go to one in Norfolk. See? I took all the excuses away. I did a good job.
That's a good thing.
It is. Hey, family owned, 2 locations. They'll send you pictures. They'll send you a report. They'll talk to you on the phone. I mean, what else you want?
And I got a pretty face.
He's like,
I hope, because there's a camera.
he's like, you're gonna know when you get home.
oh, yeah, I'll know.
You've come a long way, baby.
You're gonna cheat yourself. He's gonna be like, oh man, I thought. See, because like I do, I forget all the time the cameras are here. You just get used to them being here, but I forget that they're here until later when you're all alone and the house gets quiet and everybody's gone to sleep, and you're like, let me see how that turned out, and then you go, oh.
I was not aware of myself.
I wasn't. I'm very aware of myself now. Is what I say all the time. Oh, hey. So here is some information that I thought everybody knew, but maybe they don't. The fact I even have to say this is amazing to me. Never leave the scene of an accident. Even after you think you've handled everything, never leave the scene of an accident. And what I'm talking about is, so the big thing that's happening nowadays is, and I don't know if the police are helping the situation or they're hurting the situation. And I don't want to put it on them, but you get in a small fender bender, and for the fact the police basically just have you switch information, people are just starting to do that on their own now because they know that's just, well, let me just get your information, I'll get your information, and we'll just go upon our day without the police ever being present. Well, the problem with that is it becomes a he said, she said, and now you have a hard time getting your car repaired.
It's also not legal, is it? That's not legal. You have to, if you have an accident,
No,
you have to.
no. There's nothing illegal about it. It's really not. I mean, if you decide mutually between the two of you, you've exchanged information, you go upon your way, there's really nothing illegal about that. The only problem is there was no official report done. And then let's just say that, and I'm going to tell you how this came about. So a listener sent me a story about a tractor trailer who crossed over into a lane of traffic and smacked a car. So they pull over, and the driver's like, totally my fault. I hit your car. We'll go ahead and get it fixed. Here's my insurance information. Just call into the trucking company in the morning, and they'll get it all handled. They think they're good. They go upon their way. Both vehicles are drivable, obviously. So when they call in the morning, all of a sudden the trucking company's like, well, my driver said you hit him. After the driver's already like, oh, I totally hit you, not a problem. And then it becomes a fight back and forth of who's going to take care of what. Here's the thing. If you have insurance and you have full cover insurance, you know your car's getting fixed. But that's really not what comes. I went through this already. I just finished dealing with all the information on Nathaniel's car with the hit and run since February.
It's taken a while.
It's taken a long time, since February. So my son's car got hit and run right after we put a $2,800 paint job on his car.
Oh, wow.
A week after the car got painted.
Is he okay, though?
He was fine.
Okay.
You're right. He was fine. Well, he wasn't in the car. The car was parked.
Okay.
The guy hit the car, shoved it out of the parking spot, and went up on his business. So,
Is that the one that's on the page?
no. That's a different car.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a different car. So, and it's taken since February to fix to get up and fix the problem. So, yeah. So I bring this up because somebody sent me that article, and I started thinking about it. I was like, well, I would have thought everybody would know. That's probably a really bad idea, just to swap information and not get a police report. But no, not everybody knows that, because it totally becomes whatever you make it up to be. I could be the bad guy and it'd be like, I have no idea. I was sitting in my car reading my Bible, and this guy just smashed into me out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And that just becomes the truth, because nobody can say any different.
Well, then what you start doing is video and audio recording.
You
whole
could,
thing.
right? You could, but like I said, at that point in time, with no police report, nothing written, it just becomes whatever anybody wants it to be. They can completely make up their own story. Cameron himself knows that they've ran into this with a couple of his friends. The story becomes whatever that person wants the story to become. It doesn't matter
Dash
right.
cams.
Yeah, it doesn't matter right, wrong, or indifferent. You know, you can present whatever you want, and there's nobody to contradict what you say because there's just two people involved. That's it.
A lot better to cover yourself.
It is. So I bring that up because somebody had sent me that and it made me think about that. So I wanted to kind of elaborate a little bit on that because I was just like, some of the things I think are just natural things are not natural for a lot of our listeners, believe it or not. They just don't think about it.
Well, honest people usually have honest thoughts.
Then that's the problem.
Yeah.
That is exactly what the problem is. When you're honest, you just don't ever think about it because you're just going through life being honest. And then there's that other percentage of people that are finding every loophole there is to get away with things. So on that note, guess what time it is again? Commercial break time. We'll talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA. Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow and Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow and Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949, residential and commercial. You could always count on J.F. Whitlow and Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow and Sons Incorporated.
Okay, your week is crazy. Your local Napa Auto Care Center understands. That's why we're open Saturdays for your convenience. Get that oil change you've been putting off way too long. Be done with those squeaky brakes that are on your last nerve. We get it. Our Napa Auto Care Center is open Saturday when you maybe don't have soccer, dance class, a late meeting at work, you name it. Call for a Saturday appointment now.
Hey guys, Dave Pillage from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Are you tired of trying all the wrong auto shops and never leaving feeling that satisfied experience? Napa Car Care Centers, the BDG HRVA group, has the answer for you. Friendly, reliable teams assembled for all your automotive needs. Find your local auto center today at NapaBDGHRVA.com. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, Dave Palach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Are you tired of your everyday job? Looking for something more? You have to go check out ATI at auto.edu. Advanced Technology Institute has a program for you. From accelerated schedules to assistance in helping students get into the career field fast. Guys, I understand how hard it is with the hassle of juggling life, work, kids. That's why ATI provides day and night classes to make things as easy for you to succeed. If you're ready for a change, give them a call today at 757-490-1241. That's 757-490-1241. Make ATI your choice for building today's minds and tomorrow's communities. ATI is certified by SHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, Dave Pillage from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Palach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Pilach, hanging out with the group. And, of course, we got Cameron. He is in from Speedy's Auto Service, hanging out with us today. I don't know what's more entertaining sometimes, the show or the conversations, the weird things that happen when we're off the air.
Can't tell people about those because they don't know what's going on.
Right. I don't know. Hey, so here was something that Cameron and I were talking while we were off the air and stuff like that. So I gave you guys all the other reasons why I like the setup that they have over there at Speedy. Another thing is, and this is, I always tell you, let everything speak for itself. So they are part of Repair Pal, and they have a 5-star rating on Facebook. How long have you guys been holding that?
5-star. Actually, I think as long as we've had the page open, we've been 5-star.
That's awesome.
All the reviews are usually real good on Facebook.
And you guys have over 200 verified reviews is what it is. So
yeah,
that's cool. That's pretty stout. If you have 200 reviews and everybody has something nice to say, then you definitely got something good going on.
Yep, you know something? I'm having trouble turning my mic up. It's when I look at reviews, I look at the overall big number, and if I'm seeing a whole lot of positive, just a smattering of negative, I disregard the negative.
Well, here's the thing. I tell everybody, you're going to have every once in a while, you're going to have somebody who's going to say something negative. If you're pleasing everybody, then I don't know.
Yeah, but you can certainly do a great job at pleasing the majority.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've never been able to please everybody.
Nobody can do that.
No, I've tried. It doesn't work. Sometimes you just have to. Well, we were talking about it before we ever came on today. Sometimes I've fired customers before. I couldn't please them.
I've done that too.
I'd rather fire the customer before they fire me. If I can't please them, I'd rather just, hey, let's just part ways and try to remain friends because there's nothing I'm going to do is going to please you.
You can hurt me, I just don't want to hurt you.
Right. It goes on. So talking about technology, I got a cool one for you. And I don't know how far this is going to go. Have you guys heard about California's digital license plates?
Digital license plates.
That's right. So we talked about this, it's got to be almost 3 years ago that they were talking about doing this technology. California is going to be the first test platform for it. Digital license plate. Your license plate will actually be digital. Just like a touch screen kind of like device, LCD screen, you'll touch it, it's digital. The license plate will be digital.
Now, who will control that?
Well, it'll probably be controlled through the government. I mean, because so here's the little media kit that I got on it. You don't have to pay to re-register. It's all done computerized. It's a $7 a month fee to have the digital license plate, but it keeps you. There's a lot of things that will be hooked to it later on. Okay, the plate itself is $699 to have a digital license plate.
Wow.
That's not including installation.
And the customer is required to pay for that.
Oh, absolutely, yes. But here's the thing: people are going to. We say wow, but it's almost going to be like the iPhone. Okay, you have it. Why? Because everybody else has one. And the next coolest thing came out. So we can say wow all we want. People are going to line up and get them. They are, because it's cool. It's going to happen. But different.
What's going to be cool about a license plate?
Because you can say, here's why. Because I'm going to drive through traffic and people are going to see my digital license plate and they're going to know that I was able to afford $699 for a digital license plate. That's all it says.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works. That's how the iPhone works. When you pull out your iPhone 10 and people see you pull it out, they go, oh, well, he can afford $1,500 phone. Oh.
I mean, you know how Virginia has quotes on theirs. If we can type in our own quotes and have it come up on the license plate, that's worth the $699. You can send personal messages to people behind you.
So you're not going to. Okay, so they have that, right? I almost bought that for my vehicle.
I like that part. Sending messages to people behind me.
I almost bought it. Yeah, I almost bought one. They have one that will fit in the back. It fits in the back corner of my truck, and I almost bought myself one, and I had to refrain from buying it because I know myself. So I didn't buy it. That was almost like a 3 o'clock in the morning impulse buy. After having a bad day driving on the road with people just being idiots, and I almost bought that at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was still wired up from driving, and I was just like, oh, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy this. And I was just like, no, Dave. It was like the little devil conversation and the angel on the shoulder, and it was like, and I was just like, oh, I could do so much damage with this.
I was talking about Let's Talk Cars Radio.
No,
what are you thinking about?
I was talking about reality. I really didn't need to have that in my truck because you could type whatever you want. Had a little keyboard that sits right there, and you could type and say whatever you want to the person behind you now. And I was just like, this is a great idea. And then all of a sudden I was like, reality clicked, and I was like, no, this is a really bad idea. I was like, nope, I don't need that.
Can this be done now?
What, the digital license plate?
No, the little sign you're talking about.
Yes, you can buy it.
Well, I'm surprised I haven't seen any because
You can have it.
now I may go look for one because I have thought of things I wanted to say. Not dirty.
Okay, well,
You're looking for a Father's Day gift.
Well, don't do it with a couple of drinks in you at 3 o'clock in the morning because you probably will buy it. I didn't have any drinks in me, but it was just 3 o'clock in the morning. I was up, couldn't sleep, and had to talk myself out of having one. So.
Try to keep the road rage on the inside.
All right, so here's another one for you as far as technology-wise goes. So they keep on talking about car theft goes up, and they're trying to find a way to combat it. So one of the things they have is where I told you they're stealing the keys. As soon as you click your key, as long as they have a key receptor anywhere near it, they capture your code and they can reprint a key instantly. So we know that that's technology is existing. Why not just do palm with your palm print?
Oh, why not do a retina
So
scan?
as soon as I sit down in the car and I put my hand on the gear shifter, it just reads my palm, and if it isn't my palm, the car doesn't move.
Why not? It's very common technology for your
Right.
finger and a phone.
Right. It's the same thing where you're already using it on phones. Why not just have it where if I once I grip the shifter, it reads my palm, and the car won't start unless it reads my palm.
Well, Apple has like one of the top securities, so why does it?
Look, okay, so I'm just going to say, I'm calling it right now. Apple, if you're interested in making this, I'll take a small check for the idea. You can send it to me at 700 Monticello. Just small. I just need a small. You want some money too, right? I mean,
sure.
You were here when I announced it, Larry.
Hey, I said
I believe in
Apple. Can I
sharing.
get
If you've
some
never
too?
listened, every time I come up with a good idea, I say I'll share. So I'm just
Keep
letting
on
you guys
wishing.
know.
Come on, Apple.
I'm just telling you. That's one way to fix it. All right. So I'm going to move on in technology. I got another one for you. I told you I had some for you. So do you remember when I talked to you about them looking at the idea of advancing the police cars and doing a bunch of different things where the police car could do more than just be a way to get from crime to pulling people over, and they were going to start doing different sensors that could read things and all that kind of stuff, right?
I remember. I've just forgotten what all the wonderful things they were going to do.
Well, as it was given to me in the little report that I was given to, it was Meet Kit is what they put. But and basically it is. How about face recognition on the move? So while the police car is moving, it can shoot out sensors and do face recognition, and it'll know that if you're wanted or not as it's driving. Okay? From behind the wheel of another car as it's coming at you, too.
Man.
Okay? Reading license plates. So we'll scan license plates. We already have that technology, but now it can do it on the move. So as the car's getting ready to pass you in traffic, it'll know if that's a good plate, if that car's stolen or not stolen.
Well, if you have a digital license plate, you can change your license number, and they'll never know it's you.
See, I give you great technology, and you give me some way to turn it in to beat the system already. What was that, 2 minutes? You made it 2 minutes to already turn it some way to beat the system?
Everybody out there is trying to beat the system.
And with the sign on the back and type, "You're never going to catch me."
So here's the thing. It also has speed detection, which is normal already, but front and rear speed detection. So if you're traveling behind him and you're coming up behind him speeding, he already knows that you're speeding as you're coming up behind him. So he just moves over a lane, waits for you to come up. Even if you go ahead and drop your speed, he just drops in behind you and pulls you over. He already knew you were coming up behind him at a different rate of speed.
Man,
Technology is getting crazy. I'm telling you, it is getting absolutely crazy.
getting expensive.
Well,
Where's the double check there for the rear? Because, I mean, a lot of times visually, I saw you were speeding too, But where do you get that double check if the technology doesn't work right?
there isn't. Here's the thing. So we found out many, many times, if the officer said you did it, as far as they're concerned, you did it.
You did it.
You did it. It doesn't matter. Once you go to court of law, that's the reason why. And I've had this thing. I always tell everybody, you're not on the side of the road arguing. You're not going to do it. That's not the time. Your time's supposed to be in court. But even in court nowadays, the judge only wants to hear what the officer has to say and then see if you say guilty or not guilty. That's just what it comes down to nowadays. Just pay your ticket, be done with it, move on, because that's all that's really going to happen.
Yeah.
Evidence is sustained.
Oh, it is. And here's the last one before we get ready out here. Did you guys hear about the axe that went through the window of the Canadian's car? Did you guys hear? While he's driving down the freeway, an axe comes through the windshield, hits him in the face, and lodges itself into the dash of the car. He wakes up, obviously on the side of the road, wondering what happened. Got hit in the face with an axe. How do you say, "Sir, are you okay? What happened?" "Well, sir, you just got hit in the face with an axe." While you were driving. While you were driving. You can't make this stuff up.
Better than a gun.
Yeah, last week it was
Yeah.
the gun that come flying and lodged itself in the bumper of the car. Right. Anyway, you know what time it is? It's time to get out of here. It is Saturday, everybody. I hope that you've enjoyed the show. I hope that you guys enjoyed having Cameron. Cameron, thank you for being a guest. Guys, go check them out over at Speedy Auto Service off of Indian River Road, Sweet D, or go check them out over in Norfolk. That's 111. I'm going to make sure I got the address right because I always want to make sure. So over in 5225 Indian River Road, or check them out at 111 West 21st Street in Norfolk. Enjoy your Sunday. Turn off the TV. Spend some time with your kids. Take them to a car show. The weather's perfect for it. If not, just play some Hot Wheels with them. They will appreciate it when they grow up. We're out of here, and we'll talk to you soon.